What's up, everybody? So I started last week conducting a 1 month long workshop with a group of young black males aged 20 to 29 in what is considered one of Toronto's toughest neighborhoods, the neighborhood of Jane and Finch. And we are doing a workshop exploring Jane and Finch, what it's really about, how it's perceived in the media, and how we hope for it to be in the future. So very quickly, what are your thoughts on the piece that you created?
Oh, my thoughts on the piece is it's wonderful. I'm really thankful and grateful that I have this opportunity to create this piece, but also to work with SUBLIMINAL. Shout out to SUBLIMINAL for helping with the piece and also helping with the finishing touches and so forth. So I'm not going to take this for granted at all. I'm really thankful and really grateful for this opportunity.
This thing was about exploring the real Jane and Finch, and you yourself ended up learning something about the real Jane and Finch.
Yeah, I mean, it was exploring about the real Jane and Finch, the positive aspects of it, because everywhere there's positivity, a lot of places, there's also negativity, but it's a great place to live, a great place to raise your kids and so forth, just like any other community, Yes, we might have our problems and our struggles and so forth, but what community doesn't? Well, I believe that showing this footage and making it, man, I'm really proud. Hopefully, it gets out there, and people, kids from the community and kids from other areas get to see it and get have a different tone about Jane and Finch and see Jane and Finch as, hey, these people out here are talented, they're creative, they're smart, they're intelligent, and they're just like any other kids out there in those other communities that go on and become successful in whatever other career venture they might choose.
Anthony Bennett, a freshman at UNLV, and is one of the top-rated basketball players in the class of 2012. He is from Jane and Finch. Julie Black is a Canadian R&B singer, songwriter. She has collaborated and written for many artists, including Nas, Cardinal Official, Destiny Child, and Sean Paul. She's from Jane and Finch. Cabby Richards is a Canadian sports television personality. Cabby hosted 5-minute segments called Cabby on the Streets from 2001 to 2002 at The Score. He's from Jane and Finch. Dwight Drummond is a Canadian television journalist currently working for the CBC television. He's from Jane and Finch. Carlos Newton is a world-famous Canadian mixed martial artist and former UFC welterweight champion. He's considered one of the true pioneers in the sport of mixed martial arts, known as the Rooney. He's from Jane and Finch. Melody Fiona is a 2-time Grammy Award winning Canadian R&B recording artist. She's from Jane and Finch. Chucky Atkins, hip-hop musician. He's from Jane and Finch. Denham Brown, professional basketball player. He's from Jane and Finch. Dream Warriors, hip-hop group. They're from Jane and Finch. Olu Fatima, professional basketball player. He's from Jane and Finch. Glenn Lewis, R&B musician. He's from Jane and Finch. Michi Mee, hip-hop musician. She's from Jane and Finch. Paul Nguyen, community activist. He's from Jane and Finch. Mark Simmons, community activist. He's from Jane and Finch. And last but not least, Junior Cadogan, professional basketball player playing at Marquette University. He's from Jane and Finch. All these people are from the real Jane and Finch.
Jane and Finch was an era where I was born and raised, running with the right people back in my days. When I move out the era at age 13 to make a good destiny, don't ignore it. Don't try to implant wrong choices while in the wrong crowd. You'll end up being a clown. Night and day, going through trials, face challenges, and given moralities and intellects less naive, more experienced. Show the whole wide world who has diligence. Once there's success in our life, we share for the poor and help them to become wise, not to stray them to the lies.
So Kwaku, so you just finished recording. How did it feel, man?
I was out thinking the words and how the words express themselves.
Where does that diction come from, man? How you know all those words? There's some big words and big sentences. Where did that come from?
For the words define themselves somehow. Even I've seen a couple of them in a dictionary, you know?
You read the dictionary?
Oh, I love the dictionary. Yeah, I'm a reader myself, you know? And anytime I write, I always acclaim to the words themselves, you know? And I give thanks to the people as well. You see it. Thus be it. I bid you good day. And my piece was about a monologue of how Jane and Finch is portrayed. A reverence to the fathers, a reverence to the mothers, and to the sons, and to the daughters, fostering for the creating of a greater good. Yea, hear ye, yea, thus being acclaimed a new reform. Thus be it, thou greater perspective at large, and thus be it an atonement at being a grandeur. Well, to the aptitude of modern civilization, a legislative confoundment of a commune collective arise, and for the delegation of a mural entrenched, a vivid reception of the reflective, invigorating conception of progression, and affirming love, socialism, and yet the modesty of justice that upheavals the discernment of peace and morality in a respective, a cognitive unbiased and inconspicuous alignment of the core of freedom, liberation, and attachment that invites the formal reform. Thus we admonish the regularity of the human entity portrayed to a plateau. So walketh thou commerce, and walketh thou trade, and thou foreign exchange, thou merchants with thou merchandise, consortments, and you love of concoctions of art, a craft, you enlightenment of professions, exclamations of declaration and inattention, the receptive thought to be a community imperative to caution neither to the sound of the weeping willow. So it betideth. P.S. Send me a shout out sometimes. Your friend at www.holla@a-pimp. Sincerely, Kwaku.
Okay. So, talk to me about the experience of making the image. What did you think about the whole process?
The whole process has been amazing. I learned new things to shade it in with a picture, and one thing that interests me the most is the faded color and the outlining of the symbol for Jane Finch.
Yeah.
That really interests me a lot.
When you break down this image to me a little bit now. I want you to hold up the original and tell me how the original went, and then break down the final version for me.
Well, a week ago, I started off with a dark side and the good side of the picture, showing how this side's gonna be all pure good, this one's gonna be like all drugs and all money and crack and stuff, and the logo of Jane and Finch. I just finished 1 week later. Going to the picture. I did everything I could with the money, with the lead symbol from the spot to the Baptist Basketball Academy.
So break down the sides to me now. You're saying that one side is good and one side.
This side is here. This side is the good side, and this one's the dark side, which is for bad stuff.
Okay. And that's you in the middle.
Yep.
What is the metaphor? What is the meaning behind having you in the middle now?
Basically, the reason why I put it on both sides, I'm temporarily on both sides right now because I'm not part of the gang stuff, or else I won't be living right now. But I do have a situation with the weed problem, and for this side, I love playing basketball. Ball is life. I'm coming to the spot mostly every time because I want to, help out for people at the spot, or do my homework, or come here and basically trying to build up for my resume. And for this, for the Freedom Friday in the party symbol, for now, I just want to be like a choreographer for any kind of parties. Because my father's a DJ and he helps me out a lot with the DJ program, and he kind of rub it off on me.
All right, man. Listen, I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you. And when I finally email this to you, once it's done, I can't send it to you now, but once we release it, I want you to make sure and frame this and put that on the wall and look at that every morning. Every day you wake up, feel proud of that. How does it feel to listen to the track you just recorded?
You know, it feels good. I feel like I worked hard. I thought about what I wanted to do, and I accomplished the goal that I tried to do.
And those are the lyrics right there in your hand?
Yeah.
Okay. Tell the people that are watching, what did you write about? What's it all about?
Basically, Jane and Finch, like most people depict it as a bad place. But I come from Jane and Finch. I've been here like since I was born. So basically, I want to show people that like it's not a bad place. You could come have a picnic. You won't get shot. You know, it's a good place.
All right. And what is your favorite line in this entire song that you wrote? What is the number one line that you like?
The number one line is I'm in Jane and Finch and I'm still stunting. That's one of my favorite.
Why?
Because to me it shows like I'm here, you know, I'm still doing good. Like you could come from Jane and Finch, you know, you could be a CEO of a company. You could do anything. Just because you come from somewhere doesn't mean you can't, you know?
Can we take this in?
Yeah.
Let's take this in real quick. Hold on.
Make people hear it.
Yeah?
Preview.
Oh, they're gonna hear it all right. Don't worry about that.
Listen, serious, real Jane and Finch stuff. This is some Jane and Finch stuff. But the good stuff, not the bad stuff. Just listen, listen. They said it's bad. This is how it really is. They said it's bad. This is how it really is. Jane and Finch. This is how it really is. Jane and Finch. How it really is. They said I'll make it out to nothing. Yeah, I'm in Jane and Finch, I'm still stunting. They say once we see the police we all scared, but things in the mirror not as they appear. My home is gifted, my home is special. People bring us down cause they ain't on a level. That's some Jane and Finch right there. Listen, they said it's bad. This is how it really is. They said it's bad. This is how it really is. Jane and Finch. This is how it really is. Jane and Finch. How it really is. People call the woman a Jane and Finch, hoes and sluts. But when we come and ask them questions, they come with the ifs or buts. Jane and Finch is nice. It been nice for a while. When it comes to Jane and Finch, all you see is smiles. They ask me questions. They ask me who I am. I say I'm a prince. They ask me where I'm from. I say Jane and Finch. They said it's bad. This is how it really is. They said it's bad. This is how it really is. Jane and Finch. This is how it really is. Jane and Finch. How it really is. This is how it really is. My home. Jane and Finch, listen, that's my home, don't mess with us, cause we love each community, we show respect, we love and we live, peace, peace, peace.
Okay, so D, man. This is your logo that you just created. Can you hold up the original sketch for me?
This is the original sketch.
Show it to me.
And with a little
creativity and team skills, we were able to come up with a better logo on the computer.
Okay, let's check that out. Let's see what that is. Wow.
And yeah, this is something that I feel will like catch people's eye, and I'm gonna try and make an effort to put these on shirts and distribute them around Jane and Finch.
Okay, wait. You gotta say that again, bro. Real talk.
Well, I really feel like programs that are like this, where you're allowing for creative juices to get flowing and for people to start doing their creative thing. For me to see my brother doing it in particular is a real privilege, because I don't really get to see him do things like this. The opportunities for him to do things like this with these type of programs aren't really there for him. So for me to see this coming up and him being able to tackle certain things like this, using a program like this with the help of the community and the program that they have going on here, it's a tremendous blessing for him, and just for me to actually be able to see that, it's like a proud brother, right? So
That's what's up.